Real Madrid is a mess. We have Barcelona just clinching the league just yesterday in El Clasico. We have a possible return of Mourinho, and we have an apparent group of untouchables in Real Madrid. Guys, there's a lot happening, and I don't know how I feel about it. What's going on, Cozy TV? Guys, we're back at it. We are doing the FIFA FC 26 grind. The El Clasico game yesterday was a complete embarrassment. If you don't think so, I think it left Real Madrid in shambles. If that was not the icing on the cake, then I don't know what is. Barcelona comes. Obviously, they're playing at home advantage, but they leave Real Madrid with a 2-0 win. Now, let's not talk about the obsession that Barcelona has with Real Madrid. I think we all know that. It's plain clear as day. But there is a deep lying problem with Real Madrid, and I don't know if you guys watched the game that I saw yesterday, but there's a lot of players that were not doing well. We had Bellingham missing key passes, giving up the ball. I just think there's a lot going on with Real Madrid. And nonetheless, all the news that we had within the last 2 weeks, I mean, we had a whole bunch of beefing problems between Tchouaméni and Federico Valverde. And honestly, it's not an Mbappe problem. It's not a Vini problem. It's a Madrid problem. And there I might say even the fans, because the fans don't make things better. Looking for scapegoats to put their blame on. We've had to suffer for these past 2 seasons. Winless, trophyless, and yet I'm still backing the white. And it's why? Because of the love that you have for the team. And not because the team is doing very, very poorly. A lot of people are turning their backs, and that's not what true support is. We have people making up lies and rumors and all this and fake news, and it just doesn't help. I think it was either a week ago or 2 weeks ago when we played Espanyol, we had Fran Garcia being subbed on, and then we had Carreras laughing on the bench as if, like, really, this is the guy who's going to replace me? We are talking about key ego problems in the locker room, not to mention there's no leadership. We also have Dani Carvajal protesting because he's not playing. He's not getting any playing time. He apparently doesn't talk to Arbeloa. These are all things that happened last week, and especially when there's no real manager to keep these players in check. These players, it's a free-for-all. They can do whatever it is that they want to do. At the end of the day, in their mind, their mindset is, well, I play for Madrid, so this is one of the greatest, if not the greatest club of all time, and I'm here playing for it. But it doesn't give them the right to not play for the badge, but only play for themselves. Now there's a whole distinction between Mbappe and Vini. Who needs to leave? Who's better? Whose team this belongs to? And it's neither of them. The way they've been playing, Vini has only had 21 or 20 goals and assists this season. He's not playing at his true potential. Let's just be honest. Ever since the Ballon d'Or, Vini has just been on a drastic downfall. I mean, we have people praising Vini after their 2 win against Espanyol, a bottom table team. It's a bottom table team, and he scores these goals, and I would hope so that he would, because this is a bottom table team. This is not something to praise. We did not just beat Atletico Madrid. We did not just beat Barcelona. We did not beat Bilbao. We didn't beat any of the major teams of the top 8, at least, of the standing. We beat a bottom tier team, and people think just because Vini performed decently, pretty good on a bottom table team, does not mean he's ready to perform in good numbers against teams like Manchester City, Barcelona. I mean, let's be honest. The signings of Mbappe and Vini just wasn't going to work. You signed 2 left wingers while still leaving a right wing disoccupied. You have Rodrigo playing on the right wing, who's injured, who didn't even want to play on the right wing in the first place. And then you bring in an Argentinian kid, Mascherano. I don't even know how to say his name. I just don't think that Florentino Perez is in his prime anymore. I know that, his health is declining and all these things. And it'll be anytime soon that he decides to step down. And I know he might be trying to do like a save me act in these last few seasons that he might have. Do I think that Mbappe and Vini are the problem? No. Do I think that Bellingham and Tchouaméni and Valverde are the problem? No. Do I think that Trent or Carvajal are the problem? No. I think it's a Madrid problem. I think there's too many egos in one locker room, and I think there's not a well enough manager to put them in their place. So now all of a sudden we have a whole group of untouchables. We don't even know if this is real news or fake news, but there's a group of untouchables within Real Madrid, and Vini is not in it. It's Mbappe, Arda Güler, Bellingham, Thibaut Courtois, and I think one more name. Now, do I think it's fair that Mbappe gets an untouchable spot while Vinny has been kind of putting this team on his back for a few years back then, or after Ronaldo and Benzema left. But honestly, who would I rather have as a left winger? Vinny, who's definitely not in form, or Mbappe, who seems to be trying, who's forced to play a number 9 when in reality he's not a number 9, and knowing that he could excel well on the left wing? I would rather choose Mbappe. Man, I'm just hoping that Madrid could do some rearranging, some new signings, some sellings need to happen. We need to sell some players, get that profit back, and sign other better players. We need a midfield. We definitely need a back line before we even move to forwards or midfielders. That back line needs to be replaced, and it needs to be worked on. So this is just my opinion on things that have been going on in Real Madrid. These are the news that we've been hearing so far. Do I think it's fair that all of a sudden there's an untouchable spot? I don't believe so. I don't think so. But I guess we're just going to have to see. Next video I'm going to make is how am I going to line up, how I would line up Real Madrid next season if I was Perez or the new manager. There's a lot of work to be done, and I don't know if Mourinho can do it. He's not in his prime. I'm not saying he's not a good manager. He hasn't really won any accolades, and recently he might be able to work on the player's ego, do something for 1 or 2 seasons, maybe one, then end up leaving. Possibly, that could be. Do I think he's going to come and win trophies and win the UCL? No, I don't think so. If you're asking me, we might not even win the UCL next season, but there's a possibility we could win at least La Liga. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And man, we're just going to see how Madrid plays. And we're just going to see what happens with Madrid, all this unfolding news. And it's been cozy. I'll catch y'all later.